दिल और दिमाग का जो ये fight है.
Oh God.
I'm not easily bothered. I'm okay. I want people to see me for my merit. I want people to, I really, because I work on my craft. It's something I work on every single day of my life, whether I'm working or not. So I think it's more like, if you are going to see me or know me, I'd rather you know me and see me for my merits or my hard work or the craft that I've put in.
Yeah.
Because it's something that's very precious to me. So it's only that, not like, oh, how can they talk? It's not all that. It's just like, I worked really hard for this.
Yeah.
Could you please have a look at this? It's a huge compliment to be seen as a casting option for characters that are desirable, characters that are attractive, and characters that embody mystery. So I think it is interesting. I don't feel diminished by it at all. I enjoy it.
But the gym membership, does it still stand for you? The one that you're taking?
I took a gym membership this year, but I bunked a lot.
Hello everyone, welcome to News 18, and today we have with us, finally, Sobhita, and we're going to talk about The Night Manager and a lot more. Hi, we finally got hold of you.
Hi, I finally get to see you after a good few months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually been quite a while. So, how was your trip to Spain?
It was amazing. It was really good. Yeah. I remember speaking to you during the first part of The Night Manager, and I couldn't speak too much about my character because it's in two parts, and,
Yes.
and I'm quite kicked now that we meet because there's a lot more for my character Kaveri to do in this part. So I feel like I'm on a strong footing now. I can speak.
Absolutely, this is exactly what I was getting into. So I've read the reviews of The Night Manager, I've watched it also. So these were the few adjectives that were used to describe your character. Okay, some said you were stunning, alluring, but also a lot of people felt that Kaveri was underutilized. She didn't have a lot of scope really to perform. Did you read those reviews? Did that bother you? Did you think that people were too quick to judge? Perhaps?
People watch something and they have a certain opinion, and somewhere I feel like if people feel like there's not enough of me, somewhere I feel like, okay, that's a good thing because they want to watch more of me.
Yes.
That's good news. But I had known that, when we shot it, that a lot of Kaveri's arc blows up in the second part.
Right.
So, I mean, the material was distributed between the two parts in such a way that the first had a little less, but I knew what was coming, so I don't think I was too worried, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I've never done something so like glam and all of that, and I really enjoyed it. And there's room for performance for me, and that'll come out in this part, so I wasn't bothered by it because I knew what was coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Does sexy come easy to you?
I think, yeah.
It does.
It does. But then here's the thing. Dancing comes easy to me. Action comes easy to me. Comedy comes easy to me. But because those are areas that have not been explored on screen, because of the kind of characters I've done or the kind of opportunities I got, it may seem that, oh, this is one zone that she does well. I mean, it's a character. The character is sexy. So for me to be a part of that, I have to be that. But if I'm playing a character that's not sexy, that's something else, I would give my 100% there too. So I don't think of being sexy as necessarily a compliment, but an ask of the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do what I can, given, like, depending on the opportunity given to me, I give that.
Yeah.
I hope I get a chance to do other things also.
Exactly.
That would be fun. Yeah.
So that's what I was asking you. Do you want to really take a break from these characters, let's say engulfed with grief,
With Tara and Made in Heaven, Kaveri in The Night Manager, it so happened while they are worlds apart, in their own way, in their own circumstances, there is an underlying thread of, someone who's from somewhere but is somewhere else.
That's right.
There's a difference in her background and her aspirations. So that maybe is a similar thread, but more than taking a break from it, I mean, it's a huge compliment to be seen as a casting option for characters that are desirable,
Right.
characters that are attractive, and characters that embody mystery. So I think it is interesting. I don't feel diminished by it at all. I enjoy it. Having said that, I think I would really thrive in playing other kinds of characters, and hopefully I find such opportunity.
Yes, since we are talking about these glamorous parts, I mean, of course, there's a Kaveri and a Tara, but generally, Sobhita, do you think there's still a perception that, let's say, glamorous characters, for women who play glamorous characters, those characters don't really have much meat for them to chew? Do you think that perception is still there?
The perception, I don't know, but I mean, in the larger scheme of things, like I did promotions for a Ponniyin Selvan,
Yeah.
PS 1 and 2. I don't know if things are very stereotypical anymore. It goes film to film, director to director, how the director sees his female lead. That's how the character becomes. And as an actor, when you get an opportunity to work on a certain project where there's wonderful co-actors, or it's a great production house that has made really cool films, or it's a brilliant director, you want to be a part of it. So why would you let an opportunity go?
Right.
If you get something else as well, where you get to explore other aspects of your personality, great. But it doesn't make sense to me to not do something because this category I've done before. I mean, an actor should do everything, and I can't be too eager that I want everything right now. And I don't look at my career, acting career, as something that I'm not seeking overnight sensationalist stardom. I want to be able to do a variety of parts over the years, over the decades. I mean, it is the same me who plays a Tara or Kaveri, who also played a Rosie in a Muton,
Absolutely.
or a Simi in Raman Raghav, which was my first film. I did a small part in Chef, where I'm a sous chef to Saif Ali Khan's head chef. Obviously, those were parts in the start of my career, and those are very, very different from these two. These characters, I think, have come to me at a time when there's a little more visibility and attention to me. But I've had the privilege of doing a variety, and I hope it goes on that way.
Yeah. Coming to your co-actor Aditya, on the surface it seems like both of you are really these two introverted people. What really helped bond? What really helped break the ice?
I don't think there was any ice that needed to be broken, because somewhere there is a wavelength match. We are like, as how do I say, I think we like the same kind of music.
Yeah.
And there's a certain ease with which we have moved from the beginning. So there's been a natural comfort. So none of us, like neither of us has had to make a special effort to warm up to the other person. It's been easy, it's been relaxed, because he's been focused on getting Shan right. So I think there's been a pleasant wavelength match that we both enjoyed over the course of our shoots.
But the gym membership, does it still stand for you? The one that you're taking?
I took a gym membership this year, but I bunked a lot.
Do you not gym at all?
I've been fortunate genetically that, like, my bad eating habits didn't really reflect in an obvious way. But I was just talking this morning about how I am fully charged to get my shit in order and have more discipline in my life, purely because I respect it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is something that you had said in an interview that really struck a chord with me. You said that my agent tells me I come across as unrelatable because I am too artsy and sardonic for the masses. Have you really mulled over it? Did that make you think that perhaps I need to change the way in terms of how people perceive me?
So here's the thing, right? When someone looks at an actor, I mean, they're either aspirational, I guess, or they are relatable. Oh, he's like me, or she's just like me, or oh, this person's so like, I don't know, mysterious or whatever. All that. How you think of a Rekha ji is very different from maybe a Shraddha Kapoor.
Absolutely.
Both have their spaces and both belong in their character, their respective characters. There's no right way to be. Inherently, everyone's human. We all feel hunger, we all feel moody, everyone feels the same things. But I guess the kind of parts we end up doing influence the way people see us. And as someone, I mean, I've figured with each project, whatever opportunity came my way, whatever I felt made most sense, I went ahead with that opportunity, because it's not like people have laid out a platter for me. So I'm just figuring on the go. And sometimes, as a byproduct of the opportunities that come my way, if people think of me as what is the word? Artsy or whatever. I mean, it's only, I guess, if I were to do a film that had a character that's very different from an artsy type of a person, maybe that image would change. But I don't know if it's right for me to sit and think, acha, this is how I want people to think of me, so chalo, let me project this image. You just got to do what you do. You got to be yourself. It is only film choices and film characters that reach a large number of people, and people have a certain image based on that. And that's okay. Over a long career, it becomes neutral, I think. Over a long career, you don't put an actor in a box. Like today, I don't know, Vidya Balan or Tabu. I mean, they can be sexy, they can be relatable, they can be strong, they can be vulnerable, and that's because they've had a career of playing such a variety of parts that I think the sum of that makes you see them as brilliant performers and desirable women too. So I think the goal is to do a variety of characters that help people see the different dimensions to my personality. Hopefully, that's the dream. I'm not too fixated on getting people to think of me in a certain way.
That's true.
Because somewhere that is not authentic.
Does it bother you, the scrutiny on your public life, personal life? Sorry.
No, I mean, what is there to be bothered about it? The thing is, I have, honestly, I mean, if I don't say this, there's no way people would know. But then it's not nice to talk about my own. It's not like I'm saying, oh, my accomplishments, see what I've made. But it's more like, I come from Vizag, and every step along the way is something I have worked very hard for. I've done many auditions before I landed my first part. So somewhere I feel like if I'm being given a few minutes of the spotlight, I want people to see me for my merit. I want people to, because I work on my craft. It's something I work on every single day of my life, whether I'm working or not. So I think it's more like, if you are going to see me or know me, I'd rather you know me and see me for my merits or my hard work or the craft that I've put in. Because it's something that's very precious to me. So it's only that, not like, oh, how can they talk? It's not all that. It's just like, I worked really hard for this. Could you please have a look at this?
Absolutely.
It's that. I'm not easily bothered. I'm okay.
Okay. You know, Anil Kapoor last time told us that he was actually quite nervous working with you. Did he ever tell you so?
I think he's joking.
He was quite serious.
Okay.
Listen, you don't take yourself seriously. There are fans waiting outside.
I don't know why.
All right, wait. Before we let you go, we have a very small segment, okay? You have to be super quick and honest. A recent skill that you learned.
Going to sleep at a decent hour. I know it's not really impressive, but yeah, I don't really have everyday discipline. So trying to get that into place takes dedication. It's become a skill.
Okay, saris or pantsuit?
Saris, always.
Shelly or Shan?
दिल और दिमाग का जो ये fight है.
Oh God.
No, not picking. I'll have them both. Two very good-looking men. Why would you make me choose?
That exactly why I want you to choose. Okay, not a problem. Your woman crush?
Oh, Rekha ji.
Okay. A spin-off on Rosie or a spin-off on Vanity?
A spin-off on Rosie.
Yes, I would love to say that. Okay, lastly, one thing you envy about Kaveri?
I think she gets to travel to really cool places. Like, it's not a choice, it's her lifestyle. That's cool. I'd like to travel so much because across the show we went from Sri Lanka to Shimla to Rajasthan to, and we show bits of Dubai. So there's just so much. I'm just like, man, if I had this life, it would be pretty nice.
Okay. And what are you looking for in an ideal partner?
Grounding. Someone who's close to the earth. Has understanding that we're all gonna come and go, and life is short. So let's try to be kind and good, and know that we're not everything.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
great. Well, on that note, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, thank you.
And all the very best for the night manager part. We're
Thank
looking
you.
forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sobhita, and you're watching me on News 18.